It may be the only known example of his having done such a thing." "He was an artist, too?" I asked. "Yes, a great one. The man was a true polymath. Artist, poet, novelist, playwright, politician, the list goes on." "That must make this incredibly valuable," I said. "It is." "What is the folded piece of paper that's sticking out of the last volume?" "It's just a bill of sale," Oscar said. "It's of little importance, because I have an offer from a buyer to pay me a very substantial sum for it, vastly more than I paid for it." "Why so much more than you paid?" I asked. "It's a long story. I'll tell you more when the sale is close to being finalized." "Oscar, how do you know that this is real?" Tess asked. Oscar smiled, as if it was not the first time he'd heard the question posed. "We can get into that too a little later, Tess. Let's just say for now that after a lot of research, I found what I call an authenticator, something that sweeps away all doubt." "Do you have that with you?" I asked. "No." "Well, why was someone trying to grab this from you out on the street?" I asked. "I'm not sure. There was another bidder for the book who dropped out. Maybe it was someone he sent, although I thought he was happy in the end. Perhaps it was just an attempted street theft, a random kind of thing." Tess gave me a sharp look, and I could tell she was about to ask the details. "I will explain later," I said. Tess didn't challenge me on that, but just said to Oscar, "You must rest here until the dinner. It will be more safe." "Thank you, Tess, I appreciate it," he responded, and made a slight bow in her direction. "You see, I was nearby when it suddenly occurred to me that if you and Robert were home, I might leave the box here for safekeeping while I continued to run some errands." "Ah, I see," Tess said. "May I then leave the box here?" Oscar asked. "If I am being followed, and I don't know that I am, but if, it will be safer. I ask only that you not tell anyone it's here." "But of course, we are able to put it in my study," she said. Without waiting for him to agree, she picked up the box and headed in that direction. To my surprise, Oscar didn't follow her. While we waited for her to return, I said, "Oscar, seriously, don't you think we should call the police? I'm guessing that was not a random act out there. Someone must be following you." "Look, my friend, I stand to make a profit of close to $500,000 on this. I don't want the police anywhere near it. If I involve them, there will be too many questions about the book." "What kind of questions?" "Just questions." We waited a few minutes, but Tess did not return. "I guess she's not coming back right away," I said. "Sometimes she does that." "That's odd," he said. "But sometimes wives can be odd." "Well, you would know," I said, laughing. "How many have you had?" "6, I think, including the current one. But only 3 of them were truly odd. In any case, I must go. I will be back for dinner at 9, and I am looking forward to it. Au revoir." When 10 more minutes had gone by and Tess had still not returned, I concluded that she wasn't going to, or at least not right away. She was probably just puttering away in her study, doing whatever she did in there. Although I had been invited into the study a few times over our 5 years together, she had made it clear the first night we ever spent together that she preferred to leave it as her private place. And obviously there were things in there she considered off-limits. All the cabinets and drawers had locks, and one filing cabinet had a glowing green light on it, suggesting some kind of alarm. We soon turned the 4th bedroom into my study, so it really didn't matter much, and I gave it little thought. Maybe after we were married I would ask what was locked up in her study. Which reminded me that amidst Oscar's unexpected arrival, I hadn't yet had the opportunity to tell Tess, yes,